Hey, welcome back to MCOC Noxie, the master of mediocre gameplay. This is my war team. I'm bringing to war number 1 of season 45. I'm at a new alliance, pushing a little harder into war than the last alliance I was at, so that's fun. Here we've got a really interesting path 9. You know, path 9 is usually kingpin path, but you're going to notice they put 3 straight mystic sugar pill defenders on this path. And that means bring a decay attacker. And so I got Void. This is my rank 4 Void. This is only a rank 1 7-star Mangog unduped, so not the biggest and baddest Mangog, but still you don't want to mess around. Definitely don't want him getting to his SB2. I have no idea how to evade that thing, or if it even can be evaded. Just want to build up the debuffs, let them do the damage. Of course, since this is a decay fight, I'm going to be putting tons of debuffs, and because it's a sugar pill decay fight, I don't have to worry about hazard shift at all. I'm almost wondering if whoever placed their defenders didn't understand the attack tactic, because these are 3, I'm going to face 3 really interesting defenders here back to back to back, but all 3 fights go very well because they can all just be immediately countered by Void, and that fight is over. So nothing to it. I mean, that's a good defender. Here we've got a Dragon Man. This is only a rank 3 Dragon Man, so very kind of a baby dragon. Got Insult to Injury, Hazard Shift, Feat of Indestructible, Power Focus 1, and then of course he's got Sugar Pill, which is going to actually help me because I have Decay. Alright. So there goes his power gain with the contact. And this fight is just, there's not much to it. Just gonna heavy him, knock him over. Says he has a power focus 1, which means he's not going to be gaining much power after the first bar of power. But he doesn't seem to really want to throw his special. I'm just like, well, you can go ahead and throw it, man. I'd love to beat you up a little bit, but he just doesn't seem to want to throw his special. Still just sitting there on that bar of power. So I'm trying to kind of time the heavies, and I didn't do a good job there to take off his power gain. Of course, I've got the petrifies on him now, so he's not going to be gaining any power anyways, which is great. Yeah, see, you can see his power is slowly draining because of the petrifies. So now he's got his indestructible. The only tricky thing on this node is don't throw your special while the indestructible is up. That's not good. And they get a huge crit on the SB1 there. Down goes baby rank 3 Dragon Man. So here we've got a Spidey Supreme. This is another rank 3. I didn't notice this during the fight that they were only rank 3. I probably should be a little more mindful, a little more observant there. So just don't want to punch into him with a medium. You can parry him and then just strike into him with lights. Once again, this is the 3rd straight sugar pill versus decay fight, which just means Void is just feasting here. I accidentally trigger his blessing or his miss mechanic there. I'm just like, go ahead, throw your special 2, man. I know you want to. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Not too hard. Just got to be ready for it. And he doesn't have a very large health pool. He is indestructible right now, so he's not taking... If I can't attack into him now, I can. Great thing about Void is he's just kind of dummy-proof. As long as you stay alive, he's going to be doing his damage. It's slow, but it's dependable. It's like the tortoise versus the hare, right? Slow and steady wins the race. That's what my mom always used to say, but she wasn't a sprinter. So the fight's over. There we go. Full yellow bar on Void. No boosts needed. So here we've got I think it's only a rank 4 if I remember. Yeah, because Thing is just, I hate Thing. Hate him, hate him, hate him, hate him. I know some of y'all can beat him with anybody. I really need a counter, and I just happen to have a rank 4 Sig 200 Valk on the roster. So I watched some fights, and I was assured that she can handle Hazard Shift. She's actually a good answer for Hazard Shift. Just pound into the block as much as you can. I'm going to try to get Thing to hold his block so I can get my first pierce. Once I get my first pierce, which is coming right now, alright, Thing is basically shut down. Like he's just a pussycat now. Nothing he can do is going to bother me except the potential of his unblockable, which I think is what catches me here in a little bit. Let's see. I know he does catch me. So there I just beat into take some hazard shift damage because I'm stupid. Yes. Oh, so I evade the the unblockable special. That's good. Good job, me. He catches me eventually. I know that. Yeah, I just... golly, that would have been one of those instances where I swore I dashed back out of the way, but felt like it didn't register. So here we've got a huge SP2. It does like 30+% damage, and I've still got that huge fury. So I'm just going to beat into the block, doing like 11,000 into the block damage, which is awesome. So throw that, and this just pounding into the block here takes him out. So didn't pull it off as cleanly as I would have liked, but you know, it's okay. So here we've got a Moo Cow. Once again, this is the 4th Sugar Pill Defender I'm facing with Void. This is on Mini Boss Island, so this is no longer Path 9. This is now Mini Boss Island, or the Stacks of 3 islands. The only node here I'm really worried about is Power Snack. But it doesn't ever really seem to come into play too much. I was much more worried about it than I should have been. I was trying not to dex, trying not to trigger buffs. I don't want to give him any sort of advantage. Punches me in the face. I think as I'm watching this back, if I remember, I played it way too conservatively. I should have been much more aggressive here. So I go ahead and throw the SP2, give him a couple power stings. Of course, power sting damage isn't what I'm mainly focused on. I'm going to get up those... oh gosh, what are they called? Not Stupefy, not Stagger. Gosh, I can't think of that. The one that pulls back the power gain. And you'll see that comes into play here a couple times. Because he's going to try to activate a power gain, and because I have 2 of the icons up, so it actually causes him to lose power, which is very helpful. Because I'm playing just so carefully, and too carefully. I should have been much more aggressive here. And now he's kind of got me in the corner, which is what you don't want. I'm doing lots of damage here, and I'm just like, you know what? This is all going fine. I'll just evade this SP2, and we'll punch him one time. Oh, I didn't even punch him. Just let the debuffs do their damage there. Down goes Moo Cow. So now we're on the middle island here, and I went ahead and took A-Bomb. I think this is a rank 4 A-Bomb. So this is not a Sugar Pill Defender, obviously, which means it is a Hazard Shift fight, which means it is a solid Kingpin fight. Conflictor, there's no fun. Yeah, here we've got a rank 4 A-Bomb. I don't really want him putting a lot of his poisons on me. I will use, one every once in a while to turn it into a rage. That's great. As I'm watching these fights back, I just realized how carefully I was playing. Just too careful. I should have been a little more aggressive, and it would have worked out just fine. I do have a couple bleeds on me, but... oh, he catches me. I didn't remember that. So, I take an SP2 to the block. Not really what I want. I'm so used to fighting Hazard Shift with Void, and Void just makes Kingpin unstoppable on Hazard Shift. You at least got to be a little mindful without Hood. Excuse me, without Hood. And that's an easy fight. You just get overpower, you beat him up. So that's 6 fights down. I got one more coming. It's an Absman on Boss Island. This is a rank 4 Absman versus a rank 4 Void. And I was asking the officer, I said, hey man, this is... I can take this fight, there's no problem. And he's like, sure, if you're confident about it. I think I do, yeah, I put an invul on just for the heck of it. And I may throw a couple of extra boost on that I have an overflow. Yeah, there's a 15%er I throw on because they're an overflow. And then a 20%. I'm like, yeah, this is Boss Island. I might as well just, anything I got in overflow, just throw it on there. Just throw it on there. You're going to lose it anyways. Just go ahead and use it. Come on. I don't even heal up. That's how confident I am. So I do have the invul on. But other than that, this is just a straight counter. I don't want to let him refine his form, which I think he does a couple times. Because if he refines his form, then you really just can't take any block damage. He will just pound into that block. So he's pausing his forms quite a bit. There I've got the Petrify. I couldn't think of that earlier. Petrify on there. Gosh. The Petrify is going to keep him from healing, which is what I have found is the main problem with Absman as a defender is if you can't stop his healing, it just gets kind of out of hand to where you end up having to kill him 3 times basically just out of the healing alone. Because every time he does a special, he's going to get new healing. Every time he changes forms, he's going to get healing. So if you can have those 2 Petrifies on there, it actually is to your advantage. Not only are you not healing, but he's not going to be gaining tons of power. And he's going to be dying as he tries to heal himself. Which is just the kind of sicko that I am. Try to heal yourself, it actually kills you. Love it. Love it with Mr. Fantastic. Love it with Void. Those are the 2 easiest in my roster to reverse healing. I know Human Torch can do it, some other people can do it, but I like with Void and Mr. Fantastic best. Throw your special team in. Go ahead. There you go. Try to heal yourself. Just do more damage to yourself, and then that's the fight, guys. All right, so that's a great first war at a new alliance. You know, there's always some jitters, but it looks good so far. Feel good about those fights. Hope you come back for war number 2.